Thank you for tuning into our seller interview series. Up today, we've got an Amazon FBA business for sale in the apparel and accessories niche. Created in October of 2016, this business makes $2,554 per month in net profit, and the listing number for the business is 44610. We do these interviews to give potential buyers more information about both the seller and the businesses they're looking to purchase. We hope these insights are helpful for you in making a buying decision. We've got the seller with us today to go through the business and cover everything from niche selection to traffic and monetization. Jeremy, thank you for coming on here today.
Thanks, Jack. Good to be here.
Before we get to the questions that I have for you, I want to go ahead and run through a quick summary of the business. Again, the business was built in October of 2016, has a monthly revenue of $8,602, expenses of $6,048 to make for a net profit of $2,554, which is generated on a 12-month average. Included in the sale of this business are the Amazon Seller Central account, 17 SKUs, and SOPs. Please note that inventory is not normally included in the list price. Further details can be provided to active depositors. Jeremy, can you give us a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses?
So this is actually my first online business. When I was doing some research on which online business I wanted to start, straight away Amazon FBA got my attention because it was more of like a passive income model, which is what I was looking for. I was looking for a business which would generate revenue and steady income stream for me without me having to put in hours and hours of work every day.
Yeah, and so you mentioned that you don't want to put a ton of hours into this business. How much time on a weekly basis would you say you do put into this business?
Probably, if I were to give you a number, it would say less than 1 hour per week. All the time spent in the business would be just monitoring my inventory levels, placing reorders, and that is probably done on like about once a month or once every 2 weeks, depending on how my sales are going, and then just replying to customer feedback, following up with how their products are going. But I don't receive too many emails with questions about the product, so just so probably about 1 hour a week.
So why have you decided to sell this business today?
Because I've got quite a lot of capital held up in this business, and I decided that I need it elsewhere. Even though this business is profitable and it's generating a steady flow of income every month, I just decided that I could better use the money invested elsewhere.
So the business is an Amazon FBA business. Is there any source of revenue for the business that isn't from Amazon?
Okay, no, it's just only within Amazon from the sales of products.
Is there a reason why you haven't expanded beyond that, set up a Shopify store or something like that?
It's something which I've thought about, but I haven't explored thoroughly. But I think it's an option going forward as a way to expand and grow the business.
When you look back over the last year, something you notice is, there is a pattern of growth. The business is growing. So what are you doing? You mentioned you don't put much time in. So what is causing that growth?
So every time I add a new product or SKU, the growth would grow quite substantially because the amount of buyers looking for your product increases every time. And then you also get cross sales, one because the products are related. When a customer buys one product, they have a chance to buy the other product as well. So every time you grow the brand, it's almost like an exponential growth, which can happen with the brand. Also, reviews. Over time, the reviews have built up, and especially the positive reviews, they give you a lot more growth and a lot more clicks to the page, which helps to boost sales.
What would you say are some of the major opportunities for growth that a new owner could take advantage of?
So right now, there's only 2 different products in the clothing and apparel niche. So there's a lot more to be added. I can recommend some products which would be quite profitable and which they could add to the range, and then they can build from there. So there's a good chance for growth.
Other opportunities for the business could be creating a website, setting up a Shopify storefront, doing social media marketing, email list marketing. Do you feel like those are obviously some big opportunities if someone comes in with that kind of expertise? But, is there anything that you want to add in those areas that you would really focus on if you were to keep the business and were to try to grow it?
If I was only working on this business full time, I would definitely have my own Shopify store, and I'll definitely focus on social media because I'm working with a full-time job now. I just haven't been able to fully commit to it. But if I was solely working on this business, I think social media, influencer marketing, and my own Shopify store would definitely be beneficial.
Do you feel like there are any risks for this business that a potential buyer should be aware of?
I think for any Amazon business, there are risks involved. But for this business, no more than others, because it is clothing and apparel. It's not a trending product. It's not a seasonal product. It gets sales all year round, and it's quite a safe product to say. Like I wouldn't say there's any high risk factors about it.
Something that happened in the past, you got flagged for selling an inauthentic product, and one SKU was discontinued for about 2 weeks. I know that you ended up appealing the report, but what ended up happening with that?
So I appealed the report, and then I got found to be selling an authentic product because they investigated and they found that I did nothing wrong. So what happens on Amazon sometimes is it could just happen by mistake, or it could be competition trying to report the other competitors. I don't know what the case is, but I was reported, and then I proved to them that I was selling an authentic product because it's my own private label products, and there's no way for me to sell an inauthentic product as I am the owner of the brand.
And you haven't run into any issues like that since?
No issues since, and I don't expect any more issues after that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry if you said it and I missed it, but when did that event happen?
It happened in the second half of last year. I can't remember the exact month.
Do you remember how it impacted sales? Is that a high-selling SKU?
Yeah, so it was a high-selling SKU, one of the highest-selling SKUs, so it cut my total sales down by about half, and my listing was down for about 2 weeks. But after that, it picked up back to normal very quickly.
Would you commit to a non-compete?
Yes.
And how much support are you willing to offer the buyer during the transition period?
Happy to offer like full email or phone support for 30 days. And then on an ongoing basis after that, if they have if they need any advice or if they want my opinion, I'm happy to help them as well.
Mm-hmm. But you feel it's a relatively simple business for a new owner to take over?
Yeah, I think so. Without any experience in this niche, I think anyone can take it over as long as they just know the basics of running an Amazon business and product research and marketing. I think anyone can do it.
Are you willing to negotiate on something like an earnout?
Yes, for sure.
Awesome. Jeremy, thank you so much. I do have one final question for you. Before we get to that, I want to go ahead and run through the quick summary of the business again. The business was built in October of 2016, has a monthly revenue of $8,602, or $8,602, expenses of $6,048 to make for a net profit of $2,554, which is generated on a 12-month average. Included in the sale of this business are Amazon Seller Central account, 17 SKUs, and SOPs. Please note that inventory is not normally included in the list price. Further details can be provided to active depositors. Jeremy, can you give me, in your own words, your best 30-second pitch on why someone should purchase this business?
I think this business has high potential. Right now, it is very undervalued because there is so much more opportunity for growth. All it requires is a bit of extra work and investment, and then this business can grow into something very special. I think that right now I'm only using just a small potential of what this business can do, but I'm already making a good steady stream of income. So if you put in some work, what this business can be like.
Jeremy, thank you so much for taking the time today.
Thank you very much, Jake. Good talking to you.
You as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. And if you want more information, the link will be below the video that will take you to this marketplace listing. If you're watching this on the listing site and want more information, become a depositor today. When you make the deposit, one of our business advisors will be in contact with you, and you'll be given everything you need to review this business. Have a great day.